Welcome back! In the last two videos, we discussed the definition, causes, and symptoms of depression. So now, what do you know? Where do we go from here? Recovery from depression isn't an easy task. Getting the motivation while having a sickness that hinders your motivation is an uphill battle. And where do we even begin? Today, we've listed 3 aspects of your life on where you can start your trek. First, let's start with recovering physically. When you are undergoing that constant feeling of shame, regret, or self-hate, your appetite will decrease and you will either sleep too much or too little. What to do? Start exercising. I know it doesn't sound like it will make a difference, but study after study shows that it helps the body chemically. A 2015 study shows that people who exercise had lower cortisol levels, meaning they have higher stress tolerance. Also, when exercising, the body produces serotonin, a chemical that people with depression have a lack of. But aside from exercising, let's talk about the rest. A 2017 study found out that higher sleep regularly was significantly related to higher morning and evening happiness, healthiness, and calmness during the week. Aside from sleep, let's go back to food. A 2021 study showed that the observed positive effect of healthy eating on happiness seems to be universal. Taking care of your outside self needs to be taken care of before inside self. They go together in harmony. Speaking of outside self, let's proceed to the next one. Recovering socially. In an article by the Mayo Clinic, it shows that socializing not only staves off feeling of loneliness, but also it helps sharpen memory and cognitive skills, increases your sense of happiness and well-being, and may even help you live longer. In a depressed state, you may not feel like going out and being as outgoing, but fighting against those depressive impulses help you grow as a person. You get to establish connections, share experiences, and live life the way it's intended to be. We don't need any more peer-reviewed academic studies to show how friendships, through young and old, can help you in your journey. Lastly, you have the mental aspect, the most important of all. You see, an important thing to keep in mind is happiness isn't a destination. It's the journey, a byproduct of what you're doing. Kind of like the excitement on a roller coaster isn't felt when reaching the end. It's felt when riding through the highs and lows. So what should we do to make happiness as a byproduct? In Austrian psychologist Viktor Frankl's words, what man actually needs is not a tensionless state, but rather the striving and struggling for some goal worthy of him. What he needs is not a discharge of tension at any cost, but the call of potential meaning waiting to be fulfilled by him. In other words, find the meaning in life. Be a part of something bigger than yourself. Knowing the meaning and your purpose in this journey gives you a rock-solid foundation that whenever you are in despair, you know that you will always have to stick to that goal and fulfillment of that purpose. An example is an article by psychologist Eric Dolan, which reveals that a previous study found that persons who said that religion or spirituality were highly important to them were protected against depression over 5 years, even though they were at high risk because of their family history. Keeping track and having the hope to cling to is important. Of course, there are many other facts alongside religion that assist development, such as healthy, loving relationships, creating opposites, and experiencing the world. Through these three aspects of life, you can pave a way to your future to see the brightest of lights in the ends of the darkness of tunnels. But again, it's your choice. You have the power to do so. So why not live an abundant life the way it was intended?